Chosen one, open your eyes. Your journey is not ordinary. Every difficulty you have experienced has been allowed to strengthen you, not to destroy you. But now, ask yourself this. When you think of your family, those around you, those closest to you, were they really there for you? Did they really support your light? Or did they just stand silently in the shadows and watch you? They ignored. They kept silent. They turned their backs. But you are here. You are still standing. And know that this is just the beginning. Because you have a destiny that even those who try to stop you cannot prevent. There is a divine hand that has written you among the chosen ones. There is a mission given to you. It's time to open your eyes. It's time to remember who you are. Their negligence is the proof of your ascension. Everyone in this world may be a spectator, but not you. You are the chosen one. You are the one who makes your own destiny. Today, here, now, write 77 in the comments. It's time to wake up and march. In the stillness of your struggle, you found yourself in solitude, a silence so profound it almost consumed you. The ones who could have stood by you chose to look away, turning their backs to your suffering, hiding in their own comfort. They saw you falter, but their eyes never met yours. They could hear the weight of your sorrow, yet they remained untouched. Those you trusted to walk beside you vanished at the first hint of difficulty. While storms brewed around you, they sought refuge in places where your pain couldn't reach them. But here you are, standing strong, not because of those who stayed silent, but because the fire within you burned brighter than their indifference. The victory you claim today is yours alone, a triumph of spirit, born in isolation, nourished in the depths of hardship, and shaped by tears others never saw. This moment of success is not just about overcoming, it's about discovering the strength and resilience within, regardless of those who chose to stay distant. When the divine calls you to ascend, the path may appear lonely, but it is never without purpose. The world has witnessed your fall, and now it will see your rise, forged in the very trials that others were too afraid to acknowledge. The process of elevation is not simple or easy, but it is transformative. First, there is a necessary separation, a time of solitude, where you are not left behind, but set apart to shield you from distractions and false influences. What appeared as abandonment was in truth divine protection, preparing you for what was to come. Then, a deep, soul-stirring reliance on something far greater than the world around you is instilled. Those people you once leaned on, who vanished when you needed them most, did not leave by chance. This was a moment of preparation, teaching you to lean on the eternal and unchanging strength of the divine. Through the trials, you discovered a strength that didn't originate from within you, but from a source beyond comprehension. Finally, in this sacred process, your true identity begins to unfold, a revelation that goes beyond human judgment and limitations. You are not here for convenience or comfort, but for a mission far grander, one that carries purpose beyond personal gain. The shift in your presence has not gone unnoticed. People feel it. Something has changed in you, and it makes them uneasy. They may shrink from you, avoid your gaze, or even treat you as if you are no longer familiar. It's not that you've become more imposing. Rather, their discomfort stems from a deeper truth. The power you now carry is undeniable, and it forces them to face the reality they've long avoided, their own choices to remain stagnant. Your strength mirrors their hesitations, and your progress exposes the compromises they've made. But this isn't your burden to carry. Their reaction to your rise is not your responsibility. Instead, it is confirmation that you've stepped into a new realm of authority. The more they try to shrink from your light, the clearer it becomes. They are simply too accustomed to darkness to embrace your glow. Stand tall in this power you've earned. What others thought would break you has become the very thing that propels you forward. Your isolation was never your undoing. It has only sharpened your purpose and solidified your place. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the Super Thank You button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to glorify His kingdom. For you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. Betrayal may have caught you by surprise, but it was not an accident. It was woven into the very fabric of your journey long before it manifested. Those whispers of doubt, those fleeting moments when you felt something was off, were not figments of your imagination. They were warnings, subtle nudges from your spirit, preparing you for the truth that would eventually surface. The ones who seemed closest to you, those who offered smiles, were the ones quietly working against your progress. They were threatened by your authenticity, unable to hide their own insecurities when faced with your truth. The very light you carried exposed their falsehoods, and they couldn't bear to see themselves reflected in your clarity. What they thought would go unnoticed, money exchanged, schemes devised, has now become clear, revealing the depth of their treachery. This was no small betrayal. It was a carefully calculated effort to halt your growth, to bury your truth, and to keep you from realizing your destiny. Those connections that seemed divinely orchestrated. They were tests, not the fulfillment of some greater purpose. Imagine yourself as a steadfast vessel, much like a weathered ship braving tumultuous seas, whose hull has absorbed every crashing wave, yet remains unsinkable, guiding you toward a horizon that glows with divine promise and boundless opportunity. In this very moment, when life's tempests seemed intent on scattering your dreams to the winds, you discovered an inner strength that no man-made obstacle could shatter. Others, in their fleeting moments of weakness, abandoned you at your most vulnerable hour, unaware that their desertion would only serve to ignite a fiercer determination within you. When those who once claimed to be your allies turned their backs, thinking that their departure would leave you broken, they inadvertently set the stage for your remarkable resurgence. Every barrier they put in your path, each stumbling block carefully placed to derail your journey, has instead become a stepping stone, an elevation to a higher plane of purpose and destiny. Their inability to see your worth has sharpened your focus, clarifying the unique calling that has been imprinted on your soul since the day you first took your breath. In their rejection, they unknowingly fueled an unstoppable momentum that propels you toward the glorious heights of your destiny. Consider this truth. The very trials that were meant to crush your spirit have become the crucible in which your true identity is forged. Just as the mighty oak grows stronger with every gust of wind, you have risen from the ashes of betrayal with a spirit refined and resolute. It is not the temporary setbacks of human frailty that define you, but rather the divine orchestration behind every twist and turn in your path. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, operates on a simple yet profound principle. You reap what you sow. And while those who once sought to diminish your light now play their own insignificant games. The cosmic scales are being balanced in your favor, with each action receiving its divinely decreed outcome. Reflect on the reality that the force of the Almighty surpasses any human opposition. You have been waging battles that transcend the visible, engaging in a spiritual warfare that those around you can scarcely comprehend. The struggles you face on the surface are merely the tip of a far deeper, unseen conflict, a battle waged in realms of spirit and destiny. And let it be known that the outcome is already written, not in the fleeting judgments of this world, but in the eternal language of the stars. The evidence of your ultimate victory lies not in the transient applause of onlookers, but in the immutable records of divine purpose. You have learned that every hardship, every moment of isolation, has served to fortify your soul. In the darkest nights, when even the gentlest whisper of hope seemed to vanish, you discovered an inner reservoir of strength and wisdom that is not of this earth. It is as if the Almighty Himself reached into the depths of your being and poured forth an unyielding spirit, one that could not be quenched by the cold winds of rejection or the bitter rains of despair. Now, with a heart steeled by trials and a mind alight with divine insight, you stand poised to claim the fullness of your destiny. In every instance where others faltered, when their faith in you wavered and their support evaporated like morning dew, you found solace in the unchanging truth of divine love. The universe has a way of compensating those who remain steadfast, and your journey is a testament to that sacred principle. Your every step forward is a declaration of resilience, a manifestation of a power that has been kindled by the very challenges that sought to break you. Let them continue their futile attempts at undermining your progress. For every negative action, the cosmic ledger of life ensures that a greater, more magnificent return is in store. Imagine a community of souls, each touched by the divine, where every heart beats in unison with the promise of eternal upliftment. In this sacred fellowship, you are not alone. You are part of an extraordinary family of the chosen, individuals who have learned to rise above the mundane and embrace the miraculous. In the warmth of this spiritual communion, every challenge is transformed into a lesson, every setback into a setup for a grander comeback. The trials you endured were not arbitrary punishments, but carefully orchestrated opportunities for growth, each one a stepping stone on your path to divine elevation. Consider the wisdom of ages past, echoing in the teachings of the Scriptures, where it is written that divine favor rests upon those who persevere. The hardships that you encountered were, in truth, divine appointments, moments when the universe conspired to prepare you for a future that exceeds your wildest dreams. With each act of abandonment by others, the hand of destiny reached out to nurture your latent potential, slowly unveiling a roadmap that leads to a destiny far greater than any mortal could conceive. It is a path paved with purpose, lined with the golden assurances of divine provision and protection. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the temporal concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, This movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. Now, as you stand on the precipice of this new season, let the lessons of the past fill you with gratitude and resolve. The very things that once threatened to derail your progress have now become the anchors of your newfound strength. Every moment of pain has been repurposed into a catalyst for transformation, a divine signal that you are on the right course. And as you move forward, be ever mindful that the forces which once conspired against you are but temporary setbacks in the grand tapestry of your divine journey. In your ascent, remember that every challenge is met with an equal and glorious triumph. The bitterness of abandonment has distilled into the sweetest victory, and the envious whispers of detractors have only made your heart sing louder with the music of success. Your journey is a living testimony to the power of perseverance, to the undeniable truth that when the faithful endure, they are rewarded in ways that defy human understanding. The universe is in perfect order, and every trial has a divine explanation, a purpose that has been meticulously designed to bring forth your ultimate prosperity. It is in the very fabric of your existence that you find solace and inspiration. Like a masterful painter who transforms a blank canvas into a breathtaking work of art, the Almighty has been using your life's struggles to craft a masterpiece of unparalleled beauty. The colors of your past, once dark and foreboding, now blend seamlessly into a vibrant portrait of hope and resilience. And as you gaze upon this ever-unfolding canvas, know that each brushstroke is imbued with divine intention, a promise that every tear shed and every moment of despair has been replaced with a joy that surpasses all understanding. In the light of this revelation, you can now see clearly that every hardship was a deliberate act of preparation, every act of abandonment, a precursor to a grander awakening. The spiritual battles you have fought were not in vain. They were the very crucible in which your character was refined. And so, with a heart overflowing with gratitude and a spirit that soars on the wings of divine assurance, you march forward into a future that radiates with the brilliance of eternal hope. May you always remember that the road to your destiny, though once fraught with obstacles, is now illuminated by the unmistakable glow of divine favor. Every trial has been a stepping stone toward the fulfillment of a promise that transcends the limits of human perception, a promise that assures you of a harvest so abundant that it will leave all who doubted you in awe. The moment has come to embrace this truth fully, to let it guide your every step, and to trust that the divine hand that has always been with you will continue to lead you to ever greater heights. Picture your life as a sturdy oak, deeply rooted in faith and reaching toward the heavens, a symbol of endurance amid every storm. Let your heart be buoyed by the certainty that the adversities you have faced are but a small part of a much larger, glorious design. In the grand tapestry of existence, every hardship is woven with divine precision to bring forth an abundance of blessings that are already in motion. The Almighty, in His boundless wisdom, has set into motion a cascade of favor that will reveal itself in perfect season. Every setback, every whispered doubt from those who once lingered around you is being transformed into a powerful testimony of triumph, a story of grace that unfolds with every step you take. Consider this: as you stand tall in the radiance of your divine destiny, know that the forces at work in your life are far more potent than any opposition you have ever encountered. The challenges that once seemed insurmountable are nothing more than stepping stones leading you toward an ever brighter future. The trials, though painful in the moment, are like the refining fires that purify precious metals, preparing you for a destiny far greater than you can imagine. Just as the early morning light overcomes the darkness of night, so too does the assurance of God's purpose dispel every shadow cast by despair. In moments when life has tried to weigh you down, remember that you are held up by a power far beyond the limitations of this world. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, has already arranged every detail of your journey with the care of a master artist. What might seem like random chaos to the untrained eye is, in truth, a symphony of divine intervention, each note perfectly tuned to herald the dawn of your breakthrough. The very circumstances that once threatened to derail you have instead become the fertile soil in which your faith is nurtured and your spirit is strengthened. It is a reminder that nothing in this life happens without a reason, and every experience, whether sweet or bitter, plays a role in the masterpiece of your existence. Think of each difficulty as a seed planted in the garden of your soul. Over time, through the nurturing waters of perseverance and the sunlight of hope, these seeds will blossom into an abundance of joy, success, and prosperity. The setbacks you endured are the precursors to an overwhelming harvest, a bounty that reflects the infinite care and precision of divine planning. With every challenge you overcome, you are not only proving your strength, but also preparing to receive the blessings that are destined for you. Your journey is a living testimony to the fact that God's plans are far greater than our human understanding, and that every trial is a stepping stone toward the fulfillment of a promise that is eternally secure. As you press forward, let the assurance of divine favor fill you with a peace that surpasses all understanding. The promise of restoration and renewal is real, and the very same hands that guided you through the wilderness are now leading you into a land flowing with milk and honey. There is a certainty in your soul that the future holds a bright and abundant tomorrow, one that has been carefully crafted for you by the Creator Himself. Every tear shed, every moment of pain endured, has contributed to the making of a resilient spirit that is now poised for victory. The divine orchestration of your life is at work, turning every trial into a testimony, every setback into a setup for something far greater. Take heart and move forward with the confidence of one who knows that the battles you face are only temporary. The divine design that envelops your life is far more intricate and beautiful than any human mind can conceive. In the midst of your struggles, you are being prepared for a season of unparalleled blessing, a time when the heavens will open and the abundance promised to you will become a vivid reality. Let the knowledge of this truth be a lamp to your feet and a light to your path, guiding you through every trial and into the radiance of a new beginning. So, as you journey on, remain steadfast in your faith and unwavering in your resolve. Every hardship you encounter is but a precursor to the majestic unfolding of God's plan for your life. Trust that the unseen forces that shape your destiny are working tirelessly on your behalf, ensuring that your story is one of triumph, prosperity, and divine favor. Embrace each moment with gratitude, knowing that the future is rich with blessings that will soon overflow, marking the culmination of a life transformed by the power of divine love and unwavering faith. May you forever walk in the light of this divine favor, with a spirit that is unshaken and a resolve that is as enduring as the stars. The promise of prosperity, the assurance of divine vindication, and the celebration of your resilient spirit are all woven into the very fabric of your being. Continue forward with unwavering faith, knowing that every step you take is guided by a power far greater than any earthly force. The time for your ultimate ascension is at hand, and the universe is poised to shower you with blessings that defy all expectations. Embrace this moment with the full knowledge that your journey, though marked by trials, is a sacred testament to the enduring power of faith and perseverance. Your life is a living, breathing testament to the miracles that unfold when one dares to trust in the divine. And as you move boldly into the future, let the memories of past hardships serve only to underscore the magnitude of your eventual triumph, a triumph that will shine as a beacon of hope for all who witness it. You have felt the pressure, the unseen forces pulling against you. There are indeed hidden powers that work in opposition to your rise, plotting in secret. But what weapon can overpower someone who is cloaked in divine protection? What plot can succeed when the heavens themselves guard your every step? None, not one. Turn to the ancient wisdom found in Psalm 74. God, my eternal ruler, brings salvation across the earth. This verse isn't mere rhetoric. It is an invincible shield. It isn't a metaphor, it's the very essence of defense. The Creator who shaped galaxies is now building a wall of strength between you and those who wish to see you falter. The hard road you've walked is coming to its end. The story is changing. The plot is turning. What felt like an unrelenting storm is beginning to fade, giving way to the warmth of new beginnings. Those mountains you thought insurmountable are preparing to become the solid foundation of your story. There were moments when each breath felt like a battle, when the weight of existence pressed so heavily that rising from the depths seemed impossible. There were days you questioned if the heavens had turned their face from you, leaving you to wander lost in your struggle. Yet, even in those dark times, the divine gaze was never far. The universe was orchestrating, silently aligning the stars in your favor. The promises of higher realms were being shaped for you, ready for their appointed time. Endure, for the storm that threatens to drown you will soon reveal its secret passage. The towering barrier before you will soon become the mountaintop from which you'll witness your destiny unfold. The flames that once threatened to engulf you were not meant to destroy you, but to refine and prepare you for what lies ahead. Your challenges were never about breaking you. They were meant to sculpt you, to steer you toward your truest self. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially, far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord guide your path. You have been chosen to know a truth that transcends mere words. The truth is not just a revelation. It is the entire universe in a single, overwhelming moment of clarity. Imagine this, a world where you are surrounded by others who, like you, have tapped into this higher calling, their voices echoing in a shared space of enlightenment. Here, ideas collide, breakthroughs spark, and souls resonate with energy that can move mountains. For those who seek connection on a deeper level, here lies a place where true partnerships form, guided not by chance, but by cosmic forces that align perfectly. And for those who wish to manifest their deepest desires, a grimoire exists to unlock the secrets of turning dreams into reality, transforming homes into places of boundless abundance, mastering the art of bringing the invisible into form, and channeling unseen energies to propel goals forward. But there is one task that remains at the heart of your journey: the act of forgiveness. This is not about excusing the wrongs done to you, nor about granting pardon to those who do not deserve it. It is about releasing yourself from the chains that keep you bound to your past. Holding on to resentment does not hurt those who have wronged you. It only binds you to them, perpetuating the cycle of pain. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is the strongest form of spiritual liberation. It cuts the invisible cords that tie you to your anguish, allowing you to move forward with freedom. And here's the divine promise that makes this possible: everything that was lost will be restored to you. What was taken will be returned, not just in equal measure, but multiplied. This is the law of spiritual restitution, an unbreakable cosmic law that ensures balance. The accounts of the universe are being adjusted in your favor, and what has been withheld will soon be poured out abundantly.